Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome to the 30th edition of Ask TFC. And there's a bunch of questions, so I'm going to get right to it. Question number 1. For the next Ask TFC, if you had won the lottery, would pay to restart the Stargate series, any 3 of them? Okay, I think what you're asking there is if I'd won the lottery, would I pay to restart one of the Stargate series? And that would be interesting. It would depend partly, at least, on just exactly how big the lottery payoff was. And of course, it would also depend on the actors and writers and all the right people being willing to do it in the first place. But it would be interesting, wouldn't it? So, yeah, probably. Okay. Question number 2. Have you ever smoked grass or other THC product? If not, why not? If yes, did you like it? What about psychedelics? What is your stance on legalization? Okay. Well, so the first part of that, yes, actually I have smoked pot a long time ago. In my very early 20s, late teens, I believe I tried pot like 3 or 4 times. And I decided not to try it again because I really didn't like the way it made me feel. And that's just it right there. I didn't like how I felt when I was using it, so I stopped using it. Psychedelics? Never. What is my stance on legalization? Well, I figure that if there is a medical benefit, then for medical use, yes, under a doctor's supervision and prescription and so on and so forth, sure. For recreational use, I'm sorry, I just can't agree with that. Because maybe it is an individual's right to decide what they put in their body, but when it is something that alters one's mind, then I think you've got a problem where individual freedom butts up against everybody else's freedom to not have to deal with people who are on mind-altering substances, especially in cases where it causes you to do violent or really nasty things. And that's an individual case-by-case basis, obviously, but generally speaking, it's not a good idea. So I can't agree with legalization for recreational use. Medicinal use, yes. Okay. Question number 3. Speaking of nostalgia, you haven't had one of these in a while. I have a full duck ordered for a week on Sunday. Any tips on cooking it? Well, believe it or not, I have never yet in my life successfully cooked a bird of any kind. I believe it was sometime last winter or last summer, I'm not sure which, but I had chicken and I cooked it, and the result was horrible. I don't know what it was I did wrong, but it came out smelling absolutely vile as all get out. I mean, we're talking, it smelled like it died a week ago. And this was a perfectly fresh frozen bird, and I thawed it according to the package directions, and I cooked it according to the package directions, and after like 3 hours or more in the oven at some god-awful temperature, I took it out when it was supposed to be done, and it smelled like it had died. So I ended up taking it out and throwing it way off in the backyard for the neighborhood dogs to eat. And I haven't tried again since. So unfortunately, I can't give you any tips on cooking the bird other than check with somebody that has experience doing it. Successfully. Okay, question number 4. Does Ko know you're using his seed? Well, maybe. It's possible. I don't know. that question, of course, for those who aren't aware of it, that question is referring to the Minecraft series I have going on my Celeb1 channel called Remembering Beta, in which I have broken out an old backup copy of Beta 1.3 of Minecraft. And in that series, I'm using the seed from the world that Co-Star used in Co's Quest. And it's very similar, but there are a lot of differences because he created that world in Alpha 1.1.0, and between then and Beta 1.3 there were a lot of changes to the terrain generation code, so the world looks a little similar, but there are quite a bit of differences too. As to whether or not he knows, it's possible. That first video in that series, I set that up as a video response to his episode 208, and of course I've posted it on Facebook and Twitter and our Minecraft and on Reddit and so on, so it's possible. I guess I'll know if he happens to comment on it. Okay, question number 5. What does the 4th of July mean to you both for the present and your past memories of it? Well, let's see. Past memories of it is basically, this is a cool day because you get to watch fireworks, and depending on where you live, you might get to set some off. And then of course there's 4th of July parades and stuff like that. A lot of fun when I was a kid, not so much now. And let's see, what do I think of it now? It's mostly kind of a reminder of where this country come from and some of our roots that I think people have a tendency to forget entirely too easily. Okay, question number 6. I'm thinking of downloading Industrial Craft with a nuclear control add-on. Do I have to do anything special if I want to keep a vanilla world? Also, what is your favorite, the Empire or your Modcraft series world? Okay, taking the second part first. Between the Empire and the Modcraft series, I have to say that my Empire is definitely my favorite. I've been playing that world for over a year now. I've got a lot done in it, and there's a lot more yet to do, so definitely that one's my favorite. And as for if you have to do anything special to keep a vanilla world, an unmodified world, well, what I did was I made an installation of, I had an installation of Minecraft that was the vanilla stuff, and what I did was I changed the name of the directory. So I changed .minecraft to, say, for example, .original Minecraft, and then let the launcher create a new .minecraft, and in that one I put the mod stuff, all the mods and whatnot in it. And then when I'm not using the mod world, I take that one and rename it Mod Minecraft, and then take the other one that was renamed that other name and rename it back to .minecraft when I want to play the vanilla world. A little bit roundabout. Of course, there's another way to do it, a program called Multi-MC that allows you to manage having several different versions and setups of Minecraft all at the same time. And it handles which one you use. Well, that's it for this episode. As always, any questions, drop them in the comments, or on Twitter using the hashtag AskTFC, or on Facebook, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take it easy. Bye-bye.